Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Phoenix Point, where we are in a little bit of a situation here. If we can't find some new recruits real soon, we're gonna bleed to death on people. Just like attrition. But I suppose the good news is we're losing food less quickly now. I think we're gonna go ahead and just go over to this unexplored site rather than flying home to recover. I'm trying to be time efficient here. Like, it really feels to me like it's important that we find another place to get recruits quickly. Every moment we waste is a moment where some terrible thing could happen. So, hold on, before we do that, let's look at our personnel here. Yeah, we have a couple of level ups we could spend. We have a couple of people who have leveled up into new abilities, and we should see. Gain personal defense weapon and handgun proficiency with plus 20 damage dealt and also plus 10 hearing range. That's interesting. Given the way the firing system works and everything, hearing range actually totally matters, right? And then choose a secondary class to train in. That also seems very good. It's expensive, but if we're willing to cash in our Phoenix skill points, we could get both of these. Let's hit this. We could use a new sharpshooter. Are there really only the two classes? Or the three classes, rather? I wonder if we'll unlock more over time. Action point of the next shot with a proficient weapon is reduced by 1, but accuracy is increased by 25%. Well, that seems like really good. Do we still have the rifle? Did the rifle get destroyed? I guess the rifle's probably at base, right? She probably doesn't have access to it. And having picked up sniper training, yeah, she no longer needs self-defense specialist, except that she is not getting the damage dealt bonus and the hearing bonus. I mean, quick aim seems really good, even if she's not using a rifle. Just like quick aim with the normal assault rifle seems like it would be really powerful. I think we're gonna buy her this. That's gonna eat a bunch of Phoenix Points XP, and then. Okay, I guess everything was on the ship. So we could have her not equip a grenade anymore, but have her bring 2 guns, and she can just swap to whatever is the most appropriate gun for the situation. She also is now allowed to switch gear. What do we want to do here? 20 armor, basically nothing else. This only has 14 armor, but it does give you plus 5 perception and plus 10% accuracy. I mean, plus 10% accuracy seems so good. And then these are also plus accuracy pants. She has plus speed on her pants, though. The Phoenix armor, yeah. So all of the sniper armor has, man. Maybe we're just making her a sniper now. Except she has an assault rifle as her sidearm instead of a pistol. Honestly, I don't hate it. Yeah, okay, she's a little bit weird. We've created a little bit of a weird thing here. But I think she's going to be helpful to the team this way. And she gets to be a sniper without having the terrible speed that our base sniper had. Training. Alright, you leveled up again. You could grab a new class as well. But would I want to? I think we want to keep Bave on assault rifles for sure. I'm not actually sure what we want to do with you. If we took new class training, hold on, we can just like look at the other classes. Heavy training could get him a jetpack. He could use heavy weapons, but we don't really want him to. And sniper training is going to make him proficient with a bunch of weapons I don't really care if he uses. I think maybe it's not worth spending the 50 skill points on this one. I don't want to take reckless, so maybe we just bank a bunch of his points, but we should probably pick up some more speed at the very least. Maybe also some strength. Now that we remember that it does affect grenade throwing, which matters quite a bit. And a little bit more willpower, so he has enough willpower points to do 2 dashes without having to regain any in between. Just in case that is a thing that matters. So I right-clicked and that pulls you out of every menu. Yeah, we'll go even one more speed. Maybe I'm overvaluing speed, but it seems really important. Okay. Please, 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 tell me this is something good. I mean, we may as well start a scan, right? We should have one running at all times. And then also, let's explore.
Construction complete.
Alright, we got our food thing. Eric Logan Hughes is the leader of an independent haven called AXE, maybe. AXE. A soft-spoken, intellectual man with a degree in urban planning, he approaches life in the post-apocalypse as a technical rather than moral problem. Well, it's all a matter of preparation, he says. Planning. It's not really the Pandora virus that destroyed the world, you know. Between nationalist authoritarianism and neoliberal dogmatism, we simply didn't have the tools to defend ourselves as a species. It was a matter of systemic failure. But how, then, do we build a new system? Here at this place we're in, we understand that the foundation of a functional system is energy. Without sustainable, reliable energy sources, there is no future. I'm gonna be honest with you, I kinda like this guy. Geothermal and hydro are my personal favorites, of course, Hughes says with a smile. But we have to plan further ahead than that. To that end, we were developing a completely new approach to energy generation, something truly radical. Until someone stole all of our research. An unknown group masquerading as members of Sanhedrin disabled our defenses and pillaged our lab. We managed to track them to their base, but we don't have the resources to launch a raid. Can you help us? I think we probably should. I know, we only have 3 people and it's dangerous, but my feeling is that we need to do everything in our power to get havens ingratiated to us, because we desperately need recruits. Alright. I'm glad the Phoenix Project understands that this struggle is about more than just killing bad guys. It's also about what kind of future we want to invest in. Otherwise, history will just repeat itself. Okay, where was that site? Jesus! I do wish that when you clicked on a site, it would give you a travel time indicator. So for right now... Oh, this Haven site has elite training centers, but it doesn't actually have recruitable soldiers right now, it looks like. Or maybe it's not willing to deal with us yet because we're not friendly. Yeah, the reputation bar is dead center. We need to do their job, or we need to figure out something else that they want. I almost want to just drop everything and fly to the damn, That's such a long flight, though. Alright, let's explore another thing or two. We'll swing back through home before we go to do that. I'm hoping we can find another place here that'll let us recruit. Okay, an Oniric Delirium Index, ODI algorithm, has been developed. This will allow us to keep track of the strength of the unknown mental phenomena caused by the Pandoran presence, which appear to be increasing in severity as they expand their grip on our world. As the ODI increases, more humans will experience nightmares, hallucinations, detachment from reality, and eventually brain seizures and death. Hey, what else is new? We have an estimated tipping point for ODI, beyond which the human race cannot be saved. Okay, that's bad. We should be wary of that. One of the last things Dr. Randolph Symes III worked on before leaving Phoenix Point was the Oniric Delirium Index, an attempt to quantify the unexplained mental influence of the Pandorans. He feared the frequent reports of strange nightmares and hallucinations might be attributable to something more than psychological trauma, perhaps some form of telepathic attack. Under different circumstances, the idea might have seemed fanciful, but even Phoenix Project operatives have reported similar phenomena. We should complete his research. I think I just did. Okay, so now we can see another lose the game bar. Suppose it's a good thing to know that it's there. Alright, let's see. The Forgotten. Our operatives have discovered the location of an abandoned lab. The doors appear to have remained sealed for at least 20 years. Unfortunately, it is impossible to ascertain the lab's purpose from the outside. Well, how crazy would it be for us to go for this? I guess let's go for it. The scientists who once worked in this lab are nothing but skeletons, starved to death long ago. It would seem they kept working to the end, trying to find a cure to the Pandora virus. As our operatives strip the base, they find a note left by the scientists. It's a short, simple message. Make it all mean something. Okay, well, plus 150 research seems like a useful... I was not researching anything. Well, hopefully that banked. We don't have anything that seems terribly pressing. I guess let's just start autopsying. It would be cool if we were better at killing Arthrons, because I'm terrified of their grenade launchers. We have learned to respect their grenade launchers. Okay, let us... Yeah, we'll go here, then we'll go back home, we'll rest up, and I guess we'll go out on that mission. I'm not wild about it, but we have to get people somehow. Okay, we discovered nothing. Sanhedrin also has their own research going, and I guess we'll get to interact with that at some point. Okay, let's just chill out here for a little while until everybody's recovered.
The Snapshot haven is under attack.
Okay, well, it seems like we should probably help them with that. Unfortunately. So hold on, what's your... Your blue bar is not full up yet. What is that? Is that your health? Well, you don't just get, like, the bars that represent a soldier's current condition on this screen. It seems like you should. I think white was stamina and blue is health. I'm missing a tiny bit of health. It's fine. Let me make sure, though. Yeah, we have plenty of med kits. We have... You need to have a grenade. And then, honestly, I'm going to throw another grenade in your backpack, because you have a lot of carry weight. You could really maybe use an extra mag for your rifle, and you also have a ton of carry weight available. Don't think we necessarily need to bring anything else, but I mean, we may as well, right? Look at all this carry weight. And then you still can't carry an extra mag without without encumbering yourself, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine. We got to take a little bit of strength on Adrian next time he levels up. All right, let's go save some lives. Attitude change on victory. What is this? This is the Sanhedrin logo. This is just people. People in general will think I'm 20 points greater. I don't know what the hell that is. Intervene to eliminate the threat, protecting the Haven's key structures. If you are successful, you will receive a reward, and it's like a pretty okay reward. Yeah, let's deploy. We're just gonna have to be really, really careful here. It said Sanhedrin has some people on the ground, like 6 people. I guess it said there Sanhedrin has a defense strength of 6. I don't actually know if that means 6 units. But we can try to let them absorb fire as much as possible. That may sound like cowardice, but it is. So that's why it sounds like that. Alright, if we load in here a little bit faster, that would be cool. Yeah, I have no idea what we're looking at here. We should pay close attention to what we see from Sanhedrin and what we see from the enemies, because that'll help us learn what the defense strength actually indicates. The enemies had a strength of 9, and Sanhedrin had a strength of 6. Alright, what have we in terms of knowledge? Well, small map, enemy direction indicators. We do not immediately have vision of Sanhedrin's forces. I guess this is telling us that these are the important structures that we are to defend. So I guess the smart thing to do would be to get the sniper over here. We put ourselves in a position to watch down this long corridor over here. And then maybe we put the heavy on top of something. Let's jetpack ourselves up on top of one of these buildings. Give ourselves the best possible lines of sight. And Bave can stay on the ground. Bave's fast. You can just try to get, like, over here in this area so he can respond to enemies from any of the 3 incoming angles. You're actually good. There's no sense spending any resources yet or anything. I guess just run up to here. No, it's probably better to go around this way. Okay, apparently there are enemies on the table already. Well, I mean, there's... I guess I should look. Okay, guys, way out there. That's a little inconvenient. You know what, we might be able to get a sniper shot through this alley. But yeah, I'm done. I was gonna say, if we've put him in a position where he's in danger, we could dash him out to safety. Okay, they're not really doing anything on their first turn, which I really appreciate. That dude's gotta die. Okay, Phoenix forces. So it seems like maybe Sanhedrian's not helping at all? It's not what I was hoping to see. Alright, we gotta get you to a position where you have a good shot. Remember, we do have quick aim, so we could move 2 action points worth of running before firing. This sucks. This sucks and I hate it. You know what we need over there is a grenade.
Zooming in.
Alright, let's see here. Well, we can't kill it, but we can disable a body part and set it to bleeding. I think I'd rather shoot for, like, the leg. Because if we aim for the actual torso, where we get the best result, there's too much of a chance of hitting the carapace for non-destructive damage. I want to position the circle here so that the carapace is kind of not even in there. Alright, well, he is all lit up. How much health does he actually have left? So we gotta hit him for another 60 if we want him to die on his turn. I'm gonna assume that we don't quite have the shot we want here. Yeah, I should definitely move up. But I think maybe this is a good time for a dash move. Because we're currently at our willpower cap, but we're gonna get some willpower when we put this guy down. And this way, if I screw up the first shot, we have another chance. Same deal, just kind of aim low. Alright. Good enough. And then I suppose we could just overwatch. Apparently I'm allowed to dash again. So that's another thing we could do. We could just dash, like, up to here. Try to find ourselves... Yeah, there are places where we can take a pot shot at these guys. Unfortunately, it looks like we have to go out into the open to do that. Then again, cover doesn't matter so much against these dudes. I'm a little worried about other enemy types spawning. But these guys will just shoot over my cover anyway, so... They don't get to move very far, though. That would leave me at 7 will? Hold on. Let's make Tiny do stuff. I wonder if Tiny could get anywhere near landing a grenade. So hold on. In this spot, he is not considered to have half cover. Oh, because there's no pane of glass in the railing. But he'll still crouch because he's near a source of half cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. And we're gonna see if he can. We're gonna see if he can land a grenade from this distance.
On it.
That's a shame. Alright, well, that being the case... Oh, I don't think I knew that guy was there before. That's concerning. That means that Bave is way less safe than we thought he was. If I move over one space to my right, I'm still not going to be able to hit that. So I should try to move to a spot where I'm like actually preparing to shoot next turn. Maybe that means over here? No, it's probably better to go this way. I'm just worried that if I go this way, I'm maybe making it too easy for them to shoot at me. Over here, they'll have a really hard time even having vision of where I am. I'm going to do this. Now we know about that guy. I'm way more inclined to do a dash move into a shot because we had to put some damage on that dude or he's going to kill me. I guess maybe they don't know about Babe's current position because none of them can see him. I'm not really sure how enemy awareness works in this game. But like a dash move to here-ish. Well, I want to be far enough back that these guys can't run over and also shoot. But I want to be close enough that my shot's going to be good. I'm surprised they let you do this more than once per turn. I'm going to go over here. Maybe this is cowardice, but I really want to limit the number of times that I can be shot at here. Okay, as ever, it looks like the leg is the place to go on these guys. We wouldn't kill him even if we did land all of the shots to the torso, although it looks like they might actually die. Because he'll be bleeding for enough. I'm going to aim like right here. I'm trying to get like a lot of body in the circle, but also not too much carapace. Thing is, if we aim lower, we're introducing so much dead space into the firing reticle. I'm going to aim right here. Ooh, I did not actually destroy any of his parts. Well, it'll be easy enough to pick up next turn, but that's not great. The good news is, if he runs over and fires at me, I'm pretty sure that he'll die to return fire, so he'll only get the one shot. Ooh. Unless he destroys my gun with his one shot. Which he absolutely did. Okay, well there's that for you. And then I need medical attention. And I don't have the action points to give it to myself. I think he needs to run. Yeah, a single grenade shot being able to completely destroy your gun is hard to deal with. I don't think it matters too much if I bleed for a turn. I'm going to restore all that HP by medkitting anyway. I could pass him Lisa's rifle. Yeah, I think that's probably the plan, actually. He needs to go back to Lise and grab the rifle. This is unfortunate. Okay, well, Lise can move forward a little bit, try to find a cleaner shot. This isn't bad. What does the heavy have? Really, the heavy can't fire down on that guy from here? That seems kind of crazy. Vertical line of sight it's not as generous in this game as I'm used to. Because like in XCOM, not only would you be able to shoot that guy from here, but the shot would be awesome. You'd have like a ton of bonus hit percentage. Well, I can drop a grenade on somebody. I think that's probably the move. I'm gonna have to get a little closer to the wall. But I think it's probably... We could grenade this guy first and strip some armor. Jack has exactly 4 maximum will left. So he could dash to... he cannot dash as far as I would like. He could dash to here and then medkit himself. Or we could just have him run and do the medkit next turn. Or we could have him run and then dash. Sorry for the indecision. I'm real torn here. I think we are going to do this. We're going to move up. We're going to take a good shot on this guy. And it looks like we're not going to be able to get a kill, so I am going to grenade him first. Let's try to set up an opportunity here. Okay, that did way more damage than I was expecting. So if I'm going to kill him, I do want to dash with you first, because we're going to recover some will afterward.
I can do it.
Okay, then we shoot that dude. Shoot him very dead.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, does it only give back will to the person who takes the kill shot? Okay, that's fine. And I think we will just use the medkit now. No sense in waiting. Which I guess is a good thing for me to have done, because I did not get back all of my health like I thought I was going to. Alright, I'm pretty sure they don't know where Adrian is. So I think he can just, he can sidle up to the edge here and be ready to, like, drop down on a dude. Yeah, I am allowed to jump down. So that might be how he gets his shot. Hold on, let me just have a look at this. Is there anything else to do? Like, we could have Lise execute a dash forward now? I guess it doesn't really help to do it now. Yeah, because we can just do it next turn, right? And we're not going to gain any will points during the enemy turn. So I believe these two are the last enemies that we know about, right? She doesn't quite have a shot because her cover is actually very frustrating. Alright, I'm going to execute a dash up to here.
Crunch time.
We're going to drop the rifle on the ground. Because that's free, right? It doesn't cost anything to go into the inventory. It doesn't cost anything to throw stuff on the floor. Then we can snap on this guy. Get a real easy shot to the leg or something. Like we can do a fair amount of damage here. And hopefully Bave will be able to finish the job. So you can grab things from adjacent spaces, right? Yeah. So we do that. Oh, you can take stuff right out of an adjacent person's inventory, too. That's good to know. Wait, is he not allowed to use her rifle either? Why would that be the case? It's like it's not a thing about him. It's not a thing about his gun that's broken. It's a thing about him as a person. That makes this really bad. Are both of his arms? No, he has an arm. Yes, I just assumed he would be able to use his arm to do a thing. Well, move this up to your active slot and throw it, I suppose? You don't have enough action points. Shit. Because now, we don't have a way of dealing with this guy. Yeah, I was not expecting Bave to not be able to fire. We don't have a way of dealing with this guy, so he's going to get a free shot off, and it's going to destroy... Probably it's going to destroy Lisa's gun. She doesn't have enough action points to run far enough away from him to not take a hit. Can I use Bave's action point? He has an action point remaining. Can I use his action point to pass the healthy gun back into her ready slot? I can. Okay. And then she has one action point left. So we could quick aim a rifle shot into him.
It's hard to shoot like this.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. It turns out that gun works just fine. Who knew? So you need to get over here and prep for approximately the thing you were going to do before, but against this guy. So you are apparently the only one who is going to be able to get to him. Okay, and all Bave is a delivery system for this grenade at this point. Boy, I sure hope Adrian appreciates what we're doing for him here. Okay, turns out I have lots of armor. That doesn't work the way you want it to.
Aiming.
Odds of a miss are still a little high for my taste. I'm thinking maybe we do the drop down. But we'll be quite a bit closer to him. And having the high ground doesn't actually seem beneficial at all in this game. And also we can reclaim it easily because we have a jetpack.
On it.
I mean, it would be beneficial with some weapons. It's just the way this weapon works. We got to be right on top of people. So yeah, again, just try to aim in such a way that the carapace is not part of the shot.
Target down.
Okay, and that was an enemy force strength of 9. So we can compare future values to that and have some idea of what we're looking at. Oh, Tiny almost got his level. Well, we did it. We did the thing they wanted, the maximum amount that we could possibly do it. All of the structures are perfectly fine. We didn't even break any glass. Which is, when you think about it, kind of incredible. And it turns out that that Lise is now a total badass. We lost 1 rep. I mean, is this the Pandoran Force? Can you get positive reputation with the Pandorans? I don't know, man. All right, we got a med kit. We got some magazines for the Synedrian weapons, which are apparently the magazines are just laying all over the place.
Probably seems strange to you, trying to build a better world, a world radically different from the one most of us grew up in. Well, I'm sure it sounds very utopian, but why do we so easily accept the world getting worse and can never imagine it getting better?
The world never gets better seems like an ahistorical thing to say. The world can definitely get better, or the world can get better, but you guys suck. Well, first of all, obviously, we're trying to make friends here. But secondly, I actually believe Synedrian at least has a chance. The old system obviously was not working. We failed to curb climate change because it was never cost-effective to do so, and then the world died. So yeah, let's try some new shit. The world can definitely get better.
I'm glad our values are aligned, at least in this matter. Please keep thinking about what kind of world you want to live in. Maybe we can build it together.
That was a real video game choice where there was like an obviously not just wrong, but like kind of insane answer, and then an obviously right answer. Okay, get back to base.
You seem to be genuinely on our side, and everyone here at Synedrion really appreciates that. Please understand that we are cautious with organizations such as the Phoenix Project, not because we're trying to be obstinate, but because we've had some pretty terrible experiences that we'd prefer not to repeat. You know that I have high hopes for an alliance between the Phoenix Project and Synedrion. So my advice is this. What would be really helpful right now would be a more direct demonstration of your support. That could really win some hearts and minds. At this moment, we have a couple of really important projects running. The sort that could actually change the future, like improving our mist-repelling tech, which may allow us to peacefully coexist with the new ecology, or deploying a new breed of modified plant to help us reclaim the planet for ourselves. Believe me when I say we've had a lot of debates about which approach is better, and there are some pretty opinionated factions forming. In any case, we're lacking enough people to support both projects at once, and it's a bit of a deadlock. So if you could lend a hand with one of them, that would mean a lot.
So here we're taking sides, right? With the two factions inside Synedrion that she told us about before. The terraformers and the other people who want to live in harmony with the new ecology. In general, I think we could, and when I say we, I mean humanity as a whole, I think we could really stand to live in harmony with our ecology a little bit better, but I say that as a person living now, in a time when the ecology doesn't have grenade launchers, it might be better if we took a little bit more direct control of the ecosystems. Then again, man, the more we've tried to take control of our ecosystems in the present, The worst things have seemed to get in some ways. Mist repellers are probably more of a short-term solution, but we could really use some short-term solutions right now. Let's work on this. Try to keep people alive for the moment.
Zara will be pleased to hear that. She is one of the most passionate advocates of, well, some people would say the original values of Synedrion. But it's hardly that simple. She's part of a loose coalition called the Polyphonic Tendency, which advocates solutions that reject all hierarchies, all forms of domination. Nikolai, on the other hand... Oh dear, I'm involving you in Synedrion drama, aren't I? My apologies. Good luck with the mission.
Alright, let's have a look at it. Pandoran Nest. Boy, that feels like a thing that I would want a full squad to deal with. Defend the Synedrion lab, testing the new mist repellers. Okay, I would like to do that. Please locate this mission. Okay, just over there. Let's go home and put ourselves back together. Are we actually out of grenades? Oh, we need a new rifle. I would like a new rifle. We don't need a new rifle because we can pass Lisa's rifle over for the moment and just have her use a gun, a handgun. Actually, no. Babe's rifle is fine. I thought it said equipment destroyed when we got hit by the grenade, but I guess the damage was just that without his arms, without both arms, he can't fire the rifle. He can't even try to single arm it. Okay, well we'll get this done in a minute. We're just going back home for right now. Also, yeah, you no longer have a grenade, so we do need a grenade. Go ahead and throw another grenade in the thing. They're not very expensive, except in terms of time. And I mean, they're not even really expensive in terms of time. 5 hours isn't that long. But it's annoying. It's an annoying amount of time. So you have an extra med kit, all that stuff. No grenade for you, but that's probably fine. Babe has a grenade. I would actually really like it if we had more than one. So I'm wondering if we should throw another grenade or two in the queue. I'm going to not do it right now because I think that the value of the Scarab is probably pretty high. Alright, so let's build ourselves a new grenade, get everybody healed up. Okay. Make sure to get you properly equipped, and then let's go. I'm hoping that we will unlock the ability to recruit from them by just pushing our reputation higher. I know that they already consider us friendly, and I think it said you have to be friendly with people to recruit from them, so it may just be that we can't recruit from these bases because they don't have any training facilities. But also, we don't have any other leads, except for this thing, which requires us to fly all the way around the world. Alright, let's go try to make friends here. We're going to help them defend their mist thingies. Mist repeller technology could change the course of the war against the Pandora virus. It could even make a kind of peace possible. But testing the tech is dangerous, and the labs frequently come under attack. We must ensure the test can be successfully completed by eliminating any potential hostiles. Alright. I mean, we're making it. We're making it through, right? It's not going as smoothly as I might hope, but we are surviving for the moment. Lisa's actually super powerful. I'm wondering if maybe I'm being foolish by not having Bave also take sniper training. It seems like a person who is both a sniper and an assault has an awful lot of options. Then again, we'd have to build a new rifle. And what if we made him assault heavy? I know he's really good with that rifle, and like the jetpack. The jetpack is cool, but it's so expensive that it's kind of hard to find good times to use it. But if he did have the big autocannon, and he had his mobility plus the ability to just one-shot the big crab monsters, that would be useful. It is also very expensive, to be fair. Okay. Secure the area. Do we have any indication of enemy direction? Yeah. Okay, you know, just exact opposite sides of the level. Well, I guess since all we're doing is fighting, let's take it slow. We'll sweep them.
What's our plan?
The loss of stamina from taking it slow is not, I think, too big of a problem, given that we are almost certainly just going to come back home after the mission. We're close enough to home that we can afford to bleed a little bit of stamina.
Sprinting to position.
So I'm going to intentionally not move forward enough to get very much vision here. Then I think, even though this didn't really work out the way I wanted it to last time, I think we're going to put Tiny up on top of something. He'll give us the kind of vision that doesn't also necessarily lead to the enemies knowing where I am. And he can still lob a grenade, if it comes right down to it.
I'm going.
Okay, well, we don't see anything yet. I guess I could have just clicked end turn. Alright, let's move up here and see if we see anything. We have indeed scouted an opponent. Can we find a line of fire? Let's get as close as possible.
Confirming target.
Shots fine, not great. I'm thinking we might want to use fast aim here. Run forward one more action point worth of movement, and then fast aim for the tighter cone. See, because the tree doesn't count as full cover, I don't get to shoot as though I'm next to it, which is, like, that's kind of a goofy system. Alright, let's do this. Throw on the quick aim. And let's get him. Try to aim for the meat. Boy, it's going to be tough. We're probably going to hit Carapace here. Maybe I should just do this, because like this way we know the bullet hits. And I definitely won't cause any bleeding. Oh, these ones don't have launchers. They're shield and machine gun. That's interesting. So if we killed the, if we took this shot, pretty good odds we kill the machine gun, and then he has no non-melee attack left. Yeah, maybe that's a smarter move. Okay, I also disabled his arm and set him bleeding. Did almost no damage. Is it clear to me? Would I have a shot if I had the action points? Okay, I can't really... I mean, I have... The icon is red, so yeah, I assume so. So that guy is fine, but he has no way of punishing us. And I guess we'll see if there are any other enemies who could potentially respond. But honestly, at this point, I'm wondering if it's worth shooting at him at all with Bave. I might just move up and let him approach. He'll probably put his shield down, but like honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Just gonna be real cautious. Apparently I don't have line of sight from here. I think what happens a lot of the time is that it tells you that you would have line of sight on something based on what it would look like if your character was standing, but then your character crouches, and so you lose some of that line of sight. So I gotta be more careful about areas where I just barely have line of sight, but also I'm going into half cover. I guess move up to here then. Let's take a better cover position. And you can back off so you're not even visible from the ground. We have eyes on that guy with Lise, so we don't need the heavy to keep him in vision. Okay, he deploys shield. This is where the high ground is actually going to be helpful, because the heavy can shoot over his shield. It tells me I'll have an angle on him, but I'm not 100% sure I believe it. Okay. We will destroy the shield if I shoot him in the shield, which will make it trivial for the others to pick him up. He has 250 dazed. I do not know the meaning of this. So let's see. The sniper rifle has a ton of shots per mission. It's actually just like a very, very strong weapon. Continue to open my angle up a little bit, but yeah, he's done for. Even a shot in the shield is probably lethal.
Hostile neutralized.
Alright, good work, everybody. And then I kind of want to just leave you in place. I kind of don't want to do anything else this turn. I guess let's move the heavy away from the... You know what? We don't see any enemies at all. I'm just going to end turn. There's no point in us rolling forward, and like I said, I'm not afraid of stamina loss. Okay, there's a guy with a gun. Two guys, one of whom went inside. Okay. Good information for us. So...
All I need is a clear shot.
Okay, we can make that happen. We can make a clear shot. We're at 6 action points, or 6 will points. I think probably a quick aim would be okay here.
I'm on the move.
Okay, let's see what her shot looks like from here. Alright, it looks like non-lethal. Let's see about Bave. If we have Bave do a dash, then he can double attack this turn. Hold on a second, is that... This one provides actual cover. I want to be in a position where I have some cover from that guy, in case we can't figure out a way to make this work. But I'm worried that if I move here, he's actually not going to be able to shoot, based on the thing that keeps happening. Yeah, I guess there's just not really a position. There's no place where I have full cover and an angle. Full cover from that side. The heavy's in a position where we could drop to the ground. Does this spot have cover from that side? It does not. But there's pretty good odds that Adrian's going to be able to kill that thing in a single hit, right? Because that's kind of what he does. So maybe we drop down right here, so we're still in cover from anything else approaching from the angle they came from. Alright, does this look like it's lethal? It does not. Well, you know what? We'll cause bleeding, we'll drop him down to 10 HP, and then... Yeah, it'll be fine. Is there any place that looks a little bit... Okay, the leg bleed is 20 points. Yeah, a shot right there is certainly going to kill him at the beginning of his turn. Yeah, okay. 10 points of bleed would have been sufficient. You know me, I like to be thorough. So then we don't need Bave to get 2 shots off here.
Target.
We can do this, soften this dude up. Turns out leg shots are like the thing that is most encouraged by the mechanics of the game. Okay, he ran just behind that, it looks like. So we could have Bave run in here and just throw a grenade behind that. It's probably right about here. The question is, would I be better off, since grenades are kind of an expensive resource, would I be better off doing a dash in to try to get an angle and just firing into the place that I think he is? And if we don't kill him now, he's gonna get actions. So I guess let's not mess around with this. I am gonna dash though. because there's not a lot of reason not to. And this at least gives me the ability to try some blind fire if we throw the grenade and it doesn't work. But I think this is going to do it. He definitely made a noise and he dropped loot. So that feels like it's a pretty good sign. And then we'll just, like, I don't know, go into Overwatch, see if anything approaches from over there.
On my way.
You can back up a little bit. And you can do the opposite of back up a little bit.
Be right there.
Alright, I think we're good. Oh, something happened over there. Let's see if we can create a little bit of vision. So we do have lots of will again. Can't really dash into a good cover position, but I guess I don't need to. I need to dash into a place where I can see what the hell's going on. Okay, there's our dude. So, speaking of dashing and whatnot, where can we get an angle? Okay, I do have vision of him from here, since we created a hole in that wall. We could move to here and go for a quick shot instead of trying to dash up. Or I could... Can I dash that far? No. But I could dash to here and then maybe single move. I think I like the quick shot the best of our options there.
On my way.
Alright, real tight reticle. Let's see if we can do something useful here. We might be able to hit him in the carapace, but not for the kind of damage we would want. An arm shot is what we're really looking for, but if this shot goes a little wide and hits the machine gun, that would actually be totally fine. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Targeting.
Okay, so it's going to be pretty hard to not just hit him in the shield here. And unfortunately, the heavy is not in a good not in a good position to contribute at all. I'm hoping that his arm being so damaged will prevent him from using his gun in much the same way it does to us. We have to decide whether I want to take this low percentage shot and see if we can just get lucky, or whether I want to spend the rest of the turn moving forward. I think I'm going to take the low percentage shot. Let's just see if it happens. What is this, like 10%? 15 maybe? Okay, no big surprise there. I am doing some damage to the structural members of this building. Maybe should be a little more cautious. And then I'll just move up here so that if he can use his machine gun, he at least doesn't have a good shot. And we'll try it on. Hopefully not hitting the shield. I mean, hitting the carapace doesn't really help that much. I'm going to aim, like, up here. I guess all we need to do is keep the arm stump inside the outer circle, right? Okay, we got a little actual damage in there. And I think we're cool to just go on standby. This guy is in rough shape. He sees the sniper. Well, deploying the shield there is not going to help him very much.
Moving now.
Oh, the UI disappeared for a second when he went down, and I thought we were done. To be perfectly honest, Bave is probably really safe right there. We'll just leave you there, and we gotta move other people up as well. I'm debating which side I think is a clearer one. Let's go here. Something, somewhere, is still alive. Man, where do I want to put you? You know, it says secure area, not kill all enemies. Is there... What is the area I'm supposed to be securing? Is there an indication of a target zone? I mean, here's the retreat. No, I think this is just a kill all enemies level. Ah, we hear something. Up there. Well, we could use the jetpack to probably get vision of it. How far can you get? Oh, his jetpack trajectory is somewhat disturbed by the roof. I forgot that he was underneath something. These are not just freestanding pillars. They're actually doing a thing. Could we get... No, even at the edge of a point of movement, he's still nowhere near getting out from under the roof. Well, that being the case, I suppose he just moves up to, like, here? I like him as a scout a lot because of all the heavy armor. And then you can... I suppose, not really do anything of value. We don't know for sure whether this enemy is a grenade launcher type or not, so I'm a little reluctant to gather up close. We could just move to, like, here and do an overwatch. See if it maybe wants to make my life a little bit easier. And then you can't really do the same, thanks to your huge gun. I guess we could move out to here and overwatch with the rifle.
On the move.
Oh, you know, I'm not really thinking about... She has return fire. A direct fire projectile weapon with proficiency. Okay. I realized I didn't know if the rifle had return fire capability, but I guess that's what this thing indicates here.
Covering.
All right. Show yourself, coward. Yeah, it's all carapace stuff.
Target missed.
Yeah, that was not so good. That was incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky that only a single bullet went into the glass. You have to imagine that more than one bullet would have had some serious effects. Well, I am reluctant to spend a grenade if we don't absolutely have to, but I think it's possible that we do absolutely have to. So that would be 4 points of movement, which means that with a dash... The dash plus a normal move, we probably would be able to get behind him while only spending 2 points of movement, and then I could shoot him. But for that to be good enough, we're also going to have to get somebody else behind him, right? Or somebody else in a position where they can hit him.
No rest for the wicked.
Maybe not. Hold on. The rifle actually does a lot of damage. Baves in particular. Nope, I can't quite. I can get to the bottom of the ladder. I can get to a position where I can definitely hit him. I could run Adrian up to here and hurl a grenade, maybe? Again, reluctant to use the grenade, but maybe we have to. Use the grenade to soften him up. What kind of rifle shot do we have here?
Confirming target.
Like, from this angle, are we going to be able to hit... Yeah, we can hit some body parts. A shot to the arm from Lise plus shot from the ground from Bave is probably good enough. So can we get around the side enough to make this work? We can make it out to, like, here. Make it out to here and do a quick shot. Might or might not work. Well, let's try it. I think I want to be over here so as not to have my shot abbreviated by the tree.
Repositioning.
Okay, this is what we want. Can I hit that? I can't quite see where the gun is. I guess if I shoot right here, I'm going to hit one of them. Because if we could hit the machine gun, that would solve the problem. I'm going to aim right here. We will hit the arm or the gun. Alright, we put his arm away. Now he's in real bad shape. And then a move to right here should give Bave a pretty clean shot, I think. Not as clean as I would like. We could aim low for the leg. I know it's not showing a hit percentage here, but I think the first bullet would knock out the cover, and then the rest of them would just go into his legs and probably finish him off. Okay, not quite finish him off. He has 42 health left. So we just got to get a little bit more on him. I think I'm going to have Bave move back to high cover. What does my shot look like? Right, garbage. I forgot. Well, it would seem to me that I want to move around to an angle where I have slightly better shot. This is maybe better. Honestly, it's probably substantially similar. Or we run up and throw the grenade and maybe avoid taking damage. It's just machine gun fire. I don't think it's going to be lethal. I'll accept that he's going to be able to fire without having to move first. Yeah, I'm going to go for the grenade throw. Because he's going to be able to fire without having to move first, which means he's going to get multiple shots, and actually he might be able to do lethal damage. Let's just be sure. That grenade did not go where I threw it. So it looks like maybe there's a little bit of variance on the grenade travel. Well, that's not great. You are as safe as you're getting, unfortunately. Okay, no, he did drop the rifle when we took the arm out.
Enemy down.
Okay, problem solved. We have a minor case of face poisoning on our heavy. But he'll be okay. He is definitely picking up some points of strength here. God, missions would be so much easier if we had a fourth person. Imagine if we had, like, 6 and also a tank. God, I hope that tank turns out to be worth all of the time we've spent building it.
I'm glad you decided to help us. But I hope both the Phoenix Project and the Polyphonic Tendency can at least recognize that these attacks on the mist repellers aren't a coincidence. Somehow, the Pandora virus is defending its strategic interests. Tell me, do you think we can really coexist with something like that?
Maybe? I mean, I do think the approach is worth pursuing further. My concern is that we might find ourselves literally unable to eradicate the Pandora virus as a whole. Let's try it.
That's what Zara said too. Very well. I hope I'm wrong.
Diplomatic relations with Staggering have changed. Yeah, go ahead and put the things in the queue. We are going to need them. So let's adjust the queue. I want those grenades done as quickly as possible. Still no ability to recruit from Staggering. Oh, but Staggering is showing us more of their bases. That's interesting. There's a recruiting structure over here. Well, I think we would be fools not to fly to a place where we can recruit. We're not even really in bad shape materially. I think we could probably do that now. Field teams have reported seeing mutated versions of Arthrons and Tritons with evolved body parts. While similar in appearance to the original classifications, these new specimens are considerably tougher. Could be witnessing the emergence of several new types of Pandorans. Yeah, maybe. Let's go get some people, and then call it for today. So is this... I think this one's slightly closer than that one. Yeah, let's go check them out. I would really love some people.
This new Jericho neural tech we've been hearing about. It sounds like a pretty cool technology, really, but has anyone thought about how easily it could be abused by, I don't know, an autocratic leader with delusions of grandeur?
That is a worrying possibility. Humanity has done very poorly under autocratic leaders with delusions of grandeur in the past.
It is, isn't it? Sometimes I miss the days when such questions were just science fiction. But I guess sooner or later the future arrives, and then you have to deal with it.
That's interesting. We're also managing the opinion that the different factions have toward each other. Also, me saying a thing in a private conversation with some guy dropped New Jericho's attitude toward us by 10 points?
The more the disciples of Anu invest into this mutation tech, the further away they will move from what New Jericho considers humanity. This is not a threat, but a statement.
You know, generally when you're not threatening people, you don't have to say this is not a threat.
There is still time to look to reason, not superstition, for solutions, to seek answers in human will, instead of submission to the alien. But that time is running out.
So they're gonna end up at each other's throats one way or another. I wonder if you can actually keep everybody kind of on one side. It's an interesting that's an interesting strategic map concern, trying to like maintain the coalition of humanity. There's some cool ideas in this game. It is doing some neat stuff. Okay, for the love of God, please let me recruit some people. There is a soldier available here. We will have to pay a significant amount of resources, which we can absolutely afford. I am so glad we are positive on food. Hell yeah, new guy. We probably do not want to trade food or tech for materials. Yeah, I don't think so. Materials are the thing we need least. Alright, well, thank you. That's been wonderful. So, do we want to jump out to another recruiting base? Let's have a look at new guy. Sven Pondus82 rolled. People apparently kept their internet screen names as they moved into the future. Stealth bonus and -2 speed. I don't love -2 speed. Also are good with an assault rifle eventually. So like the same level that he could pick up assault training, he can pick up trooper. That's going to be a very powerful level for our friend here, Svein. Yeah. Do you have your own weapons? Did you bring your own guns? He did not. Okay, that's a problem. He does have some cool Synedrian helmet, cool Synedrian gear, though. Check out the accuracy bonuses on this stuff. Okay. We gotta get you a gun, my friend. Well, I can give you this for right now. And... here, take these. He is not optimally useful, but it's better than nothing. Better than having the slot empty, right? And then, yeah, I think I do want to go recruiting some more. So we can fly to... there are a lot of Synedrian bases that they are willing to show us all of a sudden. Except, it looks like none of them have the recruit indicator anymore. Hold on, did we kill our reputation with them? No, maybe you're just only allowed to recruit once every so often. I guess that makes sense, because otherwise this is what you would do every single time, right? You would just go on a wild recruiting spree. Okay, well, there are a lot of things to explore on the way back, and I think that's probably the plan. We'll fly home and pick up some new nodes on the way. But, for right now, I think what we probably ought to do is call it for today. So that's going to be it for us for right now, and thank you all so much for watching. I think we have stood through the worst of the immediate consequences of learning how to play the game, and we're starting to, like, actually recover now. We're getting into a good place. Come back next time tomorrow to see how wrong I am, and we'll see you then.